Guys, this video is sponsored by our friends at IMMY, the world's first low-carb, high-protein, 100% plant-based ramen. Each serving of IMMY has 21 grams of protein. That's going to help you stay full longer. And with only 6 grams of net carbs per serving, IMMY makes it easy to reach your health goals with 18 grams of fiber in each serving. Way more than other instant ramen brands, IMMY's also good for your digestive health, and it's super easy to prepare in a microwave or stovetop. You can have a bowl ready to eat in about 7 minutes. There's 3 delicious plant-based, dairy-free flavors to enjoy. You got spicy beef, tom yum shrimp, black garlic chicken. IMMY's proud to offer a 100% happiness guarantee. Try it risk-free. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get a free refund within 30 days of your purchase. Go to immyeats.com/Chael for $5 off your order, or just click on the link below and be sure to use Chael at checkout to get this special deal. Michael Bisping was talking about the favorability of a matchup, X's and O's wise, of Conor McGregor versus Oliveira. I see it the exact same way. I am very confident going into that fight, Oliveira is going to be a favorite, and that's going to be one hell of a close line. Just by example, right? Everything's comparative. Like if I was to ask you, and you guys know that Oliveira gets hit, you know that Oliveira doesn't have the George St. Pierre takedowns, and before he can get there, he's got to work on his feet a little bit. You know that Conor McGregor can stun anybody and put him down. I mean, you all get it. I don't have to break down why that's interesting, but it's all comparative. Right? You want the biggest opportunity against the easiest opponent. Very hard to do. Very, very hard to do. But that's what you want to do. You want the largest paycheck for the easiest work. All day, every day, that is your focus. You get these dum-dums that go out there and start calling guys out. I've even seen this on The Ultimate Fighter. I've seen guys do that. Call out the number 1 seed when it's their choice on the first time to prove that they're the toughest. Why would you possibly do that? It was just a dumb thing to do. Why would you put yourself at risk? If it's your pick, you guys know how the Ultimate Fighter works, but if it's your pick and you got 16 guys, you pick the easiest guy. Of course. Okay. When I talk about comparatively, let me present it to you like this. Who do you think would be closer with the odds? Who do you think is more obviously a closer fight? If I was to throw you Michael Chandler versus Conor, Justin Gaethje versus Conor, or Charles Oliveira versus Conor, right? It's one of those matchup things, and you could have fun with that. You could do a back and forth. I'm not getting that this is obvious and this is clean cut and this is clear and dry, but even if you have a close debate, but one of the wins garners you a world championship, you see where that scale tips very quickly. And what's going to happen at 155 for me is very interesting. What should happen next for Oliveira, historically speaking, is Justin Gaethje, which is not being discussed. You could take that one off the board. Don't think you have to smash my face in it. I'm well aware that that chamber has gone dry and nobody's planning to reload it. I'm just sharing for you, not only should that be the one that happens, that argument's not even on the table. We're all very aware of the phenomenon. And Charles Oliveira is the first to speak up and say, yes, that is absolutely true, which is if Conor wants to come back and he wants to get the opportunity, that he is going to get it. And then you've got Islam, who on paper and due to jobs well done, certainly goes in the category of deserves. There's not a whole lot of times in life, aside when you're a child dealing with your parent, that deserve has anything to do with it. But it's very fair, and those are your 3 options. How much do you want to go in? How much are you willing to do to make sure that you get your way? When it comes down to brass tacks, 2 names are forward, you both want the same job. It's Conor McGregor versus Islam. It is not what you think that the biggest star in the sport is absolutely going to get it. What is he willing to put forward? Is he willing to come back off of an injury, cut down to 155 pounds, which would be very hard to do, which he has advertised I don't really want to do, and go in and take on the biggest battle for up to 5 rounds against the king of the hardest division within our sport? Is he willing to do that? Okay. That's going to be a lot. That's going to say a lot. That's going to carry it a lot. Now let's go look at Team Islam. Team Islam has one major card to play that they haven't yet. And that's Khabib. And this isn't untested territory. Like, don't tell me Khabib's retired and he's a man of his word, he's never coming back. Well, hold on a second. Everybody has the right to change their mind. And I get that Khabib has been extremely clear with us, but there is one exception. There's one exception. Khabib said himself it had to do with Conor versus Islam. But Khabib went as far as to say, to try to get his pupil this massive opportunity, he said, if these two fight and Conor beats him, I will come out of retirement. I don't believe that Conor will fight Islam. So if Conor needs more motivation, if I truly am the thing that keeps him up at night, I will insert myself to get the opportunity for Islam. Should Islam be defeated, I'll come back, I'll fight Conor. That's a really big deal. It's a really big deal. Would Khabib put that on the line against Charles? Hey, Charles, I know that you want to fight McGregor. I get it. Fight Islam instead. What would Charles's motivation be if Charles had the opportunity? If that was presented to him, what would his motivation be? One is a much bigger fight. They're both very difficult fights. I mean, it's one of these things. What would the motivation be? Charles is going to want as much attention, as much media, as much glamour, as much cheddar as he can get. We understand those things. That would be a very different scenario. You're going to have to deal with Islam at some point. He's not going to go away. He's already currently down to 2. It should be down to 3. It should be down to Islam, Gaethje, and Conor. It's not. Gaethje's gone. Conor isn't licensed. We don't know when he's coming back. So I don't even know how likely that is. I don't even know how possible that is. Possibly we're just sitting on Islam. I'm asking you a different hypothetical. If all of the power and the option gets put specifically to Oliveira, and it's between Conor and it's between Islam, you're all extremely aware which door he walks through. We don't have anything to discuss here. Unless the conversation changed. Unless Khabib put up the same offer for Oliveira. Because don't forget, now Khabib isn't just getting the interest of Oliveira. Now all of a sudden he's got the interest of the second floor of the Ultimate Fighting Championships located in Nevada. Perhaps you're familiar. That is a very interesting offer. That is a very interesting proposition. That is an incredible storyline to be built in. He hasn't said it. I don't know if he's going to say it. I don't suggest he out-negotiate himself, and I don't suggest that he does throw that card on the table until he needs to. But what if he did?